This first world, or the first world, has it all backwards. There are only two genders, and I'm going to tell you why from a spiritual perspective. What's going on, guys? My name is Montre. I'm a metaphysical advisor. I give advice based on a lot of spiritual concepts, tarot, astrology, and a lot of other things. So I just kind of give my 2 cents and try to help people. Today, I'm going to be kind of teaching just a spiritual concept called the universal laws. There are 12 universal laws. They are absolute, and they've been around for centuries. And if you follow these laws, basically, you can just pretty much have an easier life. Doesn't matter what religion you are. You can be Christian, Jewish, Muslim. If you follow these 12 universal laws, it just makes things a whole lot easier because you understand how the universe works. Now, on this video, I'm not going to go into detail all of the 12 universal laws. That would take me a long time to do. But I do want to talk about the 12th universal law. It's called the law of gender. The law of gender basically describes that there is masculine and feminine energy. Those are the two genders, masculine and feminine. Okay? And we all have a mix of both of those energies, masculine and feminine energy. Men typically carry more of the masculine energy. We are the expression, the physical expression of the masculine energy. Women are the physical expression of the feminine energy. This happens throughout nature. It's not just men and women. Trees even have gender. There are masculine male trees. There are female trees. There are trees that bear fruit, the feminine, and there are trees that give off that nasty pollen. So there's masculine and feminine energy throughout the universe. Now, can men be feminine? Yes. Can women be masculine? Yes. We have a mix of both. Think about the yin-yang symbol. The yin-yang symbol has one white little swirly thing going one direction, but a black dot. So it means that the masculine energy does have an aspect of the feminine. And then you have that black swirly thing, which is the feminine energy, with the white dot, which means that the feminine energy does have an aspect of the masculine as well. Everybody has masculine and feminine energy. Just because you feel masculine one day doesn't mean that you change genders. It just means that you're having a masculine moment. Just because you feel feminine at some point doesn't mean you are different than anybody else. It's just you're being more receptive. So let's talk about masculine and feminine energy. Masculine energy is projective. It is aggressive. It does things. Feminine energy is more receptive. It's more of a feeling energy. Astrology, there are masculine and feminine signs. There's no in between. There's no like, oh, well, it's kind of neutral. There's just masculine and feminine. So there's only two genders. Their expression is actually the biological sex. It's that energy manifesting into the physical reality. So masculine energy manifest would be the male body. The feminine energy manifest would be the female body. In truth, people who have gender dysphoria, where they feel like they carry more of the feminine energy or more of the masculine energy and their body doesn't quite align with that, what they're doing is doing transsexual. And transsexual used to be the term for transgender people like maybe 20 years ago, but now it's changed to transgender, which is more inaccurate than transsexual, because what you're actually doing is changing your gender expression. You're changing how you're perceived in reality. You're changing how people see your sexuality, which would be, well, not your sexuality, but your sexual perception, your sex. So you can't have transgender or transsexuals if gender and sex are just social concepts. They're not social concepts. They're spiritual concepts. Gender is a spiritual concept that is a universal law that's been talked about for years, centuries. It is said that Aristotle and Plato spoke about the universal laws. If it's very simple, if you follow these universal laws, like I said, no matter what religion you are, your life can find more purpose and more balance. And that's the whole key, is you want to find balance in your life. The road that this world is going down is scary, and that's why I feel like I need to talk about this, because these people are not coming from a spiritual standpoint. They're coming from a very strong feminine energy of I feel like a guy, or I feel like a girl. That's a very feminine energy to do. And if you have too much extreme on one end or the other, whether it's more masculine energy or too much feminine energy, you're going to have destruction. You need a balance of the two in order to be creative and to create something new. Like I said, everybody has masculine and feminine energy. Even to have a baby, for a woman to have a baby is a very masculine thing to do. Not to be pregnant. Being pregnant, don't get me wrong, is the most feminine thing you can do, because she's taking care of the baby, she's being receptive to the baby, and she's holding the baby. But when she gives birth, she has to pull on her masculine energy to even give birth. For a guy to become a father, because men are so the masculine energy is about spreading the seed, like a tree, spreading the seed and stuff. To be a father is actually kind of feminine a little bit, because he has to be receptive to the child. He has to listen to the child. He has to slow down a little bit and settle down his urges in order to be a father. But it's very masculine to protect the child. It's very masculine to care and protect that child. And so even when women are protecting their children, it's a very masculine thing to do. So these are very basic concepts. This is masculine and feminine energy. Those are the two genders. It's a universal law of the 12 universal laws. I highly suggest you Google the 12 universal laws, and learn them and embrace them in your lives. This world is always changing, but just because everybody is kind of agreeing on one concept doesn't mean that it's true or it's right, okay? Because we've all seen examples of everybody believing one thing and it ain't really quite on point or true. So I just want to share that. I don't I probably get in trouble with this anyways, but I want to share the knowledge that I have regarding spirituality and gender, and then gender expression. We have man, woman, we have trans women and trans men. I think they can be all considered as 4 different sexes, but not 4 different genders. And we definitely don't have a million genders. I don't know where that came from, but a lot of young people are just making up all types of genders now. And I think it needs to kind of come under control, and actually people build and learn from what's already been established. So that's my thoughts on that. It's not even an opinion, it's just my thoughts on that. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give me your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you think, good or bad. And if you agree with me, go ahead and hit that like button. And remember to make your reality happen, because if you don't do it, then who